Dear students, today I am going to start exercise 7.3. Question number 1. Question number 1 is triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base. You can see this figure. We have two triangles on the same base BC. One is triangle ABC and second is triangle DBC. They are lying on the same base BC. Now, if AD is extended, it meets at point P on side BC, and these two A and D points are on the same side of BC. Now, what is you have to prove in this question? First, we have to make triangle ABD and triangle ACD congruent. In first part, we have to make these two triangles congruent. So let's start this question. What is given to us? In triangle ABC. See, triangle ABC and triangle DBC both are isosceles triangles. So in triangle ABC, we have AB is equal to AC. And in triangle, second triangle is which is on same base BC, that is triangle DBC. In triangle DBC, we have BD is equal to CD. So it is given to us, and what we have to prove in this question, first part is we have to prove triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. And in second part, we have to prove triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. And in third part, AP is bisecting angle A as well as angle D. And the fourth part is AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Now let's start from the first part. So we are starting from the first part. See, in first part what is given to us, that triangle ABD is to make congruent to triangle ACD. So we will write in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Already two sides of these two triangles are given equal, as the triangles ABC and BDC are congruent, are isosceles triangles. So therefore AB in triangle ABD and ACD, AB is equal to AC and BD is equal to CD, and AD is third side is common to both the triangles. So we will write AB is equal to AC and then BD is equal to CD. These two conditions are given to us in question. And third is AD is equal to AD. This side is common to both. So we will write common. It means all the three sides of one triangle are equal to all the three sides of other triangle. So therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by SSS congruence rule. So both the triangles are congruent. So our first part is proved. Now with this part, we when the two triangles are congruent, their other parts are also equal by CPCT. So we need this angle A in next part. So we will write angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCT. So therefore angle 1 is equal to angle 2 by CPCT. What is CPCT? Congruent corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So next is the second part we have to start. In second part we have in triangle ABP and triangle ACP. Now we are taking these two triangles, triangle ABP and triangle CP. Now in these two triangles, AB is equal to AC given to us, and AP is common to both the triangles, and one angle is equal to 2 already we have proved in part 1. So by side, angle, side, SAS, side AB, then angle 1, then side AP. So here also in second triangle we have AC, then angle 2, then side AP, which is common to both. So we will write in triangle ABP and ACP, AB is equal to AC, which is given to us. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, proved above. We have already proved by CPCT angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And third is AP is equal to AP common. So we have used here which congruence criteria or rule, that is side, angle, side. So we will write therefore triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP by side, angle, side congruence rule. Yes students, in part 3 what do we have to prove? That AP bisect angle A as well as angle D. Now in third part, see, in first part we have proved that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD from part 1. Now from part 1 we have proved triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Now if both these triangles are congruent, what are the triangles? Triangle ABD and triangle ACD. If both these triangles are congruent, then angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by CPCT. Now you can see angle 3 plus angle 5 in the figure is equal to 180 degree. Angle 3 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. Let this be equation 1. And similarly angle 4 plus angle 6 is also 180 degree. Let this equation be equation 2. And why the sum of these two pair of angle is 180 degree? By linear pair. So linear property states that two angles on straight line form a supplementary angle. So from equation 1 and 2, when we compare both these equations, we get right hand side is equal, so left hand side is also equal. So angle 3 plus 5 is equal to 4 plus angle 6. But angle 3 is equal to angle 4 proved above. Therefore angle 5 is, it implies angle 5 is equal to angle 6. Now if angle 5 is equal to angle 6, it means AD is bisecting angle A as well as angle D. It means it is dividing the angle A and D into two equal parts. So therefore AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So this line segment AP is dividing angle A as well as angle D into two equal parts. Now fourth part of this question is, we have to prove that AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Therefore already in part 2 we have proved that triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP from part 2. So already we have proved from part 2. So angle APB, that is angle APB is equal to angle APC. So therefore angle APB is equal to angle APC by CPCT from part 2. Now if both these angles are equal but both these angles form linear pair, so we will write but angle APB plus angle APC is equal to 180 degree, again linear pair. So but both the angles are equal, so we will write angle APB is equal to angle APC is equal to 180 degree divided by 2 is 90 degree. If both the angles are 90 degree, it means AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Now our question number 1 is completed. We will start question number 2 in the next video.